Hi, this is Darius Barazandeh. Thanks for opening up the email and this message. I wanted to share really quick an experience I had this week with Edwin Spina. I promised everybody on the live call, I said, I am going to go through and I'm going to get a session with Edwin. And I did. I was able to get in fast, like many of you have, and I want to share what happened. But I want to do this. I kind of did something wild. I'm a little sneaky, and so I played a trick on Edwin, but really it wasn't a bad trick. It was actually a good trick, but I'm going to share with you, and if you consider doing this on the session, you might learn quite a bit about energy like I did. Well, here's what I did. I had the one-on-one session with him, and it was extremely profound. One of the things that Edwin shares is he actually is able to move higher energy, move lower energy into some of the highest realms, 12th and 13th dimensions and beyond, and actually, if he needs to, take it to the central sun and dissolve it. Now, what I learned was that some of the lower vibrational entities and energies on the planet actually can operate just fine unless the healer can go to these super high dimensional frequencies. It's almost like they have a frequency protective layer on the planet. And unless you, as a healer, can go to those ultra high levels, they can just retreat into those higher dimensions. And if you can't, as a healer, reach them there, they pretty much stay until you're gone, and then they come back. And it's fascinating. And if you get a chance to really listen to what he's saying, you'll get truth bumps, because it's something that very few people talk about, but it's becoming something that is a truth that's being revealed. And anyways, so we had some incredible discussions about the world. But what I did, my trick, which I didn't share during the session, was I thought, well, I'm really going to test him for the UF audience. I'm going to put him to the absolute test. And so what I did during the session while he's working on me is I thought of all of the most fearful, negative things that I've ever thought of in my life. Like every deep, 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 deep fear. Even just crazy stuff, that people would think I was insane for thinking about. Like as a kid, being afraid that my parents would leave me, or as a adult being afraid, that I would lose everything and be homeless, or that I would, many of you know in a past life I actually was a homeless person in the late 1800s. So like that fear has a little bit of a charge. So I was like, I'm going to pull up the craziest stuff that I don't even tell anybody, but that I know is in there through my deeper work, and I'm going to see if I can hold this during the session, because that's when I know that someone's really blasting beautiful high energy and dissolving the deep anchor stuff, right? And I'd worked for decades on this. I couldn't hold the energy, guys and girls. I couldn't. It was gone. It would come up. I could think about that particular thing that was really scary, and I could actually, like reading a script of a play, I could sort of see the narration of what I was afraid of. But there was no emotion, there was no energy, and it was gone. And I told this to Edwin, and he laughed, and we had this great experience. And he said, I could tell there was so much stuff coming up, and I'm glad you did that, because now it's gone. And it's been about 4 days. I cannot think of those things with the same charge at all. The other thing that happened, this is my test if I'm really clear, is yesterday I got done with the ULF call, and went downstairs and saw my family, and all of a sudden we just turned on the radio or DVR or whatever it was, and just started dancing to music. Me, my wife, my 2 4.5-year-old boys, and we danced for like 45 minutes, just in the living room. I mean, working up a sweat, jumping up and down, going crazy, flipping the kids on my back. And I'm a real fun guy, but normally at the end of the day, I'm like everyone else. I'm a little drained. I'm kind of, going through, the day, but I have this huge energy, and it hasn't stopped. So that's how I know that I'm really clear. And for me, it's the sign that I'm doing things that ordinarily I probably wouldn't do. You've heard this story, like after some really powerful clearings, like I'll just start walking down the street and, giving my neighbors like brownies, or going and knocking on everybody's door and talking to them and hanging out, or people walk up to me at the gym and start talking to me. All of this stuff has been happening after this clearing, and it's been an incredible week. So what I ask is, if you've been wanting help, or you've been wanting something really different, take a look at what Edwin Spina is doing, and you are going to be pleasantly surprised. It's been our most popular session this week, and I've been going through when I go work out, when I go do things, these amazing audios, because those are also part of the program. And I wanted to walk through some of them because this one here, Merging with Your Higher Self, is going to be available between now and Sunday at midnight. So Sunday at midnight Pacific, this bonus is gone. You will get to download it and own it forever. And Edwin's got rich content here. I've done these activations. They are incredibly powerful, including quick start guides, and these are a powerhouse. You are going to get a very similar effect to the live session just through this audios that you will have for life. And what Edwin is able to do is bring in such a high level of vibration from a very high place. He's one of a handful of people that actually are able to be at a ultra high level and bring the dark energies that may be there, and I mean dark by heavy memories, heavy emotions, heavy feelings, clusters of maybe negative energies or just lower vibration or fears or ancestral contracts. Bring all of that stuff that we talk about, and he can bring it into the highest realm where it dissolves, and he goes to bat for you to do this. This one I've enjoyed incredibly, Escaping the Matrix. If you listen to this every morning, you literally will be, at least I have, I can't promise everyone, my apologies, you will feel like you are in another world. And very powerful. This one I am going to do later today because I want to eliminate all limiting beliefs. And this Total Love Immersion is absolutely my next one I'm going to do this weekend. I'm very excited about that. It's going to be 12 minutes and a whole new reality. Plus, he's got these incredible live calls that are happening, bunch of information here, beautiful things, plus a private Facebook group. Everything has been top notch and just full of love and light. So if you've been wondering or wanting to get deeper help in any way with our guest Edwin Spina, it is here, and I've been really, let me fix this for everybody, I've been really excited about his work and what he's been doing. Truly a heart of gold and truly a very high vibrational. But if you've heard his actual talk on UL Revolution, he does not mess around. This guy is tough and he loves you, but he is going to be tough on anything holding you back. He is not going to let it stay in your life, and he is going to go to bat for you. So it's been incredible. I wanted to share the wild thing I did. I've never done that to a healer, where I try to actually make it harder for them, but it was impossible. I couldn't hold the vibration, and Edwin said, hey, that might have helped you actually let it go, because it came up and we cleared it out. So I don't know if I would advise doing that, but it's a neat test that you can do. And I want to know, after you book your session, what you feel, because I think you're going to find yourself doing things and seeing things and experiencing things that you may never have done before. Oh, I want to share really quick too. I'm not sure if I shared this or not, but what he did as well was he took away any impediments for me to experience my full life path as a healer and world connector and energy transformation healer. He also took away any impediments that would allow me to live my fullest purpose and experience the fullest abundance of my work, and allow my work, voice, and message to actually be supercharged in the world. He said there were things that were holding me back from doing that, namely feeling like around my neck and throat that I couldn't really share my truth. And many of you, I've talked about this. This was a lifelong pattern, and it's been an incredible couple days. And I offer just my story to let you know as well, wherever you are this weekend. Again and again, I know this about all of you and myself. When we are down in the dumps, when we are feeling like we can't, we're feeling like it's not possible, when we're running through a stream of bad luck or things not working out, it's not always us. True, if we're taking bad actions or making bad choices, that's caused by our actions. But there's a spiritual energetic field that we may also be influenced by that isn't allowing us to be what we truly are. And that energetic field is sometimes moving us in directions that don't serve us. And I mean energetic influence is the word. If you're not under any energetic influence that is harmful or limiting to you, chances are you are going to live the fullest expression of your being every day of your life. And this is the thing I want you to know. If you're having a rough time, if you feel like it's impossible for you, you are not that. You are a pure frequency of love light. You are a pure gift, and you're pure love. And when you connect to that, you are going to know and experience the blessings of what you've always been, which is this pure gift of love and light. And this is why I love deeper help like this, one-on-one with Edwin Spina. You can take a look down below. We have a link if you want to find out more or just discover more. I love you. I honor you. Thanks for just taking 10 minutes to listen to this and hear my story. Take care, everyone. I love you.